Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, today we're going to talk about whether you as a federal employee, do you need a trust? Is a will just enough? Is that all you need? We're going to dive into this today to make sure you have the documents you need to make sure you, your spouse, your kids, whoever, the people you care about are always taken care of and that you don't leave a mess for them. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. This channel is all for federal employees to help them maximize your federal benefits and retire confident. And I love helping and talking to feds all about these things every day. But let's dive into today's topic. Long story short, we're talking about estate documents. What estate documents you need, which are basically love letters to your family saying, hey, I care enough about you to make sure I have the documents I need so I don't leave a mess in my wake. Okay, that's what we're talking about today. And there's some core documents that everyone needs to make sure things are taken care of. Now, just keep in mind, I am not an attorney. I'm a financial planner. Okay, I am not here to give any legal advice. I'm just going to educate on some basics. I don't know what you should get or exactly how you should structure things, but let me show you some basic scenarios. It's a basic education on what's out there so that you can help decide for yourself what makes sense. Okay, so here are the basics. Basically everyone, generally should have the basic estate documents, which are a will, power of attorney, and medical directives. A will tends to tell basically where your things are going to go, who you want to inherit your stuff, okay, your money, your stuff, etc. Next, power of attorney. If you get in a car accident, you're in a coma, you can't make decisions for yourself, your bills, your mortgage and things still have to get paid, and who can do that for you? Right? If you own an asset and your spouse is not on that asset, they can't do anything on that asset for you on your behalf. It has to be you. A power of attorney gives other people the power to do things on your behalf if you cannot. If you don't have these right documents and something happens, it's very, very difficult to get anything done. Okay? That's a power of attorney. Medical directives can be similar, but on the medical side, who can make medical decisions for you? You normally elect an agent to make those decisions for you, as well as elect any specific wishes you have on the medical side, whether, let's say, a DNR, right, or some other medical specific things. You can elect them on medical directives. And these documents can have different names, like a living will. There's different names for these different documents, but these are the cores: a will, power of attorney, and medical directives. Again, different names can be used for these different documents. These are the core and most common used names across time. Now, just so you know, another huge part about estate planning is to make sure your beneficiary designations on your IRA, so who is going to inherit your IRAs, your TSP, any retirement accounts or life insurance. Having a good estate plan also means making sure these beneficiary designations are up to date and who you actually want to inherit is on the line, okay? That they're actually on file with TSP or whoever else you have assets with, okay? So there's that. Now that we know the core documents that people need, including federal employees, the question is, do you need a trust, okay? Now here's the deal. There are different types of trust. There's a million different types, really. There's a revocable trust, irrevocable trust. There's a million different types, okay? There's some for disabled children. You can get a trust specifically set up for them. Again, there's a ton of different things. I'm going to focus on two. First, irrevocable and revocable. Irrevocable, generally, the average federal employee that I've seen, they probably aren't looking for an irrevocable trust. I've seen exceptions, but generally speaking, most people aren't looking for that one. What most average people are looking for, if they do want a trust, is a simple revocable trust, a trust that you can actually make changes on while you're alive. You have the flexibility, so as maybe your desires change, maybe you want to give your things to different people or a different charity, whatever. You can make changes over time. While in an irrevocable trust, once it's set. It's no longer considered yours. It is a separate entity, and you can't really make changes after that. But a revocable one, you can. Okay, so the average person is probably going to consider a revocable trust more so than an irrevocable one. And here are some of the core reasons that I've seen, at least, that people want a revocable trust. Again, go talk to an attorney or do your own research. This, again, it's just meant to be educational on some generalities that I've seen. You want to make sure you find your own information for yourself. But here are the two main reasons that I've seen people get a revocable trust. Number one, if they want to have more control over how their heirs spend the money. Right? If you want to say, hey, I want my money that I pass to only be spent on education or XYZ, if you actually want to dictate how your money is going to be spent after you pass away, generally speaking, one of the best and most common ways to do that is a simple trust, a revocable trust to get that done. That's reason number one. Next, if you have minor children and you want to delay when they receive it. Let's say you have minor children, and if you were to pass away, they would receive everything right at 18 if you passed away before then. Some people don't want that, right? They want to delay when they get money over time. If you want to have any control over the timing of how things hit after you pass away, again, that would take normally a revocable trust of some type. Also, many people use a revocable trust to put their home into the trust to have their home avoid the probate process as well. That's a very common reason people get trust. Now, again, these are all generalities. You want to make sure you understand before you take action on any of these things. Get good legal advice. I'm not an attorney. I'm just a financial planner, so I see a lot of these things, but I'm not an attorney. I don't draft documents. I just was talking you through the basics of what I see. Okay, long story short, put in the work now to put these documents together, because again, they're almost like your love letters to your loved ones that, hey, I care enough about you to put this together, to put the work in now, spend the money if I need to now to get good documents so that I don't have to worry about it, and my heirs, my spouse, my kids are taken care of. That's what this is all about, okay? So I hope that's helpful. And again, if you're a federal employee looking to retire, that's what this channel is all about, so that you can maximize your retirement benefits and retire confident. And I'll see you guys next time.